Okay, so there's some people saying that Popovich is going to retire, and I have to say that's pretty stupid. Thanks, Tekashi69. So, oh, this video sucks already. All right, so we're going straight into it. So we know the whole thing with the Popovich telling Mike Finger, do you know what sayonara means? Actually, after he was asked, are you going to focus on the Spurs, or when are you going to focus on the Spurs after the USA Olympics win? And then Popovich played around with him a little bit, and he asked him, you know, so is it really sayonara? And Popovich said, I didn't say that, and okay. All right, we're not going to focus on that. What I really want to focus on is this in particular. So Steve Kerr says Greg Popovich is aware that the Spurs will not win a championship. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and try to act like the dictator over what Popovich's thoughts are, but I think that we can be reasonable here and say that Steve Kerr has a close relationship with Popovich, therefore he knows what he's talking about. They probably talked about it already, and Popovich don't believe the Spurs will win a championship. And that's no knock on Pop. It's just, you know, the reality of the situation. But with that being said, you know me, I'm a huge optimist. I'm going to say, hey, we got a chance until we don't have a chance. And that's just how I am. And I just love the Spurs that much. It's hard for me to like think outside of the realm of possibility, but if I had to at least put money on it, I guess I would lean towards no, the Spurs are not winning a championship this year. But with that being said, a lot of people have used this to kind of solidify that Popovich is not going to come back to the Spurs, because they're saying, what's the point? They're saying that this is the icing on the cake. People like Kendrick Perkins, the idiot Kendrick Perkins, have came out and said, hey man, it's time for him to go. And a lot of people have speculated that Popovich will be gone, and I'll be honest, this tweet didn't make it any better. But I'll tell you why Popovich isn't coming back. And I think Popovich is coming back. Is coming back. And I think most of you probably already know where I'm going with this, but Popovich is coming back because of this. If you look here, he's extremely close to having the most regular season wins by any NBA coach in NBA history. This will solidify him as the GOAT. Now, I know Popovich is an unselfish person, and a lot of people have kind of harped on the fact that he has an ego, which he does. I mean, any great anything has an ego, okay? And Popovich definitely has an ego, but I think when it's all said and done, he's still a competitor. You know, he's still a competitor. He's unselfish, but he's still a competitor. And to show his unselfish nature, I would think back at 2014 when he didn't even want to come up and hold up the trophy. Like, that was really showing that Popovich is a guy that is very unselfish. But with that being said, like I said, he's very competitive, just like Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan wouldn't have stuck with Popovich as long as he did if he wasn't the ultimate competitor like Timmy was. So if you look here, this is really remarkable, okay? This is really crazy because Doc Rivers has 992. He's not going to touch Popovich. He's not going to get here. And the thing about it is, I think what's the most important thing to look at when you're looking at this list and why Popovich would want to be the number one is he might be the last number one. Seriously, I don't think anyone else will touch this realm anymore, because in today's NBA, coaches don't last that long at all, really. And somebody like Popovich, the fact that he's been able to survive through 3 decades really shows how great of a coach he is. The fact that he's been able to adjust through the 90s to the 2000s to the 2010s. He's adjusted his teams like crazy. If you look at the 2003 Spurs to the 2014 Spurs, it is night and day, like night and day. Even if you look at the team right now, it's night and day, the way that they play basketball. You know, some fundamental stuff is still there, but overall, it's night and day. So with that being said, Popovich, I think, I really do believe this. I think Popovich is going to want to get this number one spot because he is a competitor. And even though he's unselfish, even though he likes to take the back seat for other guys, he definitely wants this, okay? And now, one thing also is to show how much of a competitor Popovich is, and I'm just going to show this one more time, okay? Let's have a little bit of fun. When Popovich had this speech and Popovich said this, I think that this was not only just talking about USA. I think he still got some of this still in him, this nastiness, this no. I'm going to show you what's up. And I think he still has it in him. So just listen to it, man. I'm sorry. I just geek out when I listen to this.
And I would just like to say to all those people out there, how the f*** you like us now?
Yeah! This is a side of Popovich. And the reason why I wanted to show that is because this is a side of Popovich that we're not really accustomed to. Okay, we see Popovich yell at his players. We see him get fired up. We know he likes to compete, but this is something that we're not really aware of. And also another thing that I would like to show, and this is on my channel, by the way. And where is it? Here it is. This, when Popovich took a standing ovation. Like, this is something you don't really see. This is Popovich finally saying, no, it's about me right now because I got to prove these haters wrong. And I think that that's brilliant. Now, Popovich is playing around. He still has his sense of humor, but I think there's something to this right here. And Popovich has a chip on his shoulder. It trickles down to his players, and I think that he's going to keep this going. I don't think he wants to quit right now because he's seen what people have said. He knows people want him to retire, and he's proven it. He's proven that he listens to the critics. So with that being said, I don't see any reason for Popovich to leave anytime soon. He's gonna hit this mark this season. Okay, he's gonna hit it. I mean, he's so close. He's gonna hit it. And I just don't see. I would see Popovich being the type of person that hits this record and then want to go even further. I wouldn't be surprised if Popovich wanted to stay 3 more years. But with that being said, either way, I'm happy. I just want Pop to come back, and I feel like he will come back. Now, with that being said, you know I gotta shout out the patrons real quick. So I got the list up right here. Whew, let's do it. Shout out to Jason, Nick, Jonathan, Donald, Jerry, Eric, Mark, Jonathan again, Devin, Miguel, Baltimore, Billy, Conrad, Chris, Tim, Eric Raven, John, Ricardo with the 25 piece. I'm still not over that. Josh and Corrupt. And also, you think I forgot? Juan, baby. Juan is actually a member on YouTube. And if you guys also want to support the Patreon, it's only $2. Link is in the description. So you just go $2, become a patron, and yeah, you just help out the channel because copyright sucks. But yeah, just let me know what you guys think, man. Do you think that Popovich is going to retire? How long do you think Popovich is going to stay with the team? I really want to know what you think about it. But yeah, I'll get with you guys later. I don't have anything else to say about this. Until next time. He ain't going nowhere, man. He Greg Popovich.